This is Baggies View. Coming up, the latest on Roy Hodgson's 2 transfer targets. Hello and welcome to Baggies View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined in our Fort Dunlop studios by football correspondent Greg Evans. Hi Greg.
Hi Paul.
Well, you've been following West Brom over the last few weeks and the transfers in particular. What's the latest you can tell us, and in particular about 2 players that Hodgson's looking at?
Well, as everyone knows, the recruitment team have been working hard all summer trying to get players in. At present, they've only got Billy Jones, Gareth McCauley, but Roy Hodgson is keen to get 2 or 3 more players in, definitely. He's already said that he's identified 2 major players that he thinks will significantly improve the team. He's told the chairman, he's told Dan Ashworth exactly who he wants in, and it's just in their hands now.
But we don't know exactly who those players are, so it sounds like Hodgson's keeping his cards fairly close to his chest. But you do have a bit of knowledge about what sort of areas those players will be playing in.
Yeah, well, it's a well-known fact that he desperately wants a new goalkeeper and a striker as well. There's no doubt that one of those transfer targets is a goalkeeper. He won't actually say who it is at the moment, but we believe it's probably going to be either Ben Foster or Robert Green. Both, in my view, would come in and do a good job.
And in terms of a striker, that's obviously looking for a partner for Peter Odemwingie.
Well, yeah, you look at the other strikers last season; they didn't chip in with enough goals, really. There was a massive burden on Peter Odemwingie. Luckily, he managed to get 15 goals, which was fantastic. But yeah, there's no doubt that they need another striker. Someone, Albion fans are waiting for that big name to come in. Maybe by the end of the week we might hear something.
Of course, West Brom are in the States at the moment on their pre-season tour. Didn't start too well with Boaz Myhill's mistake in goal, but some good signs in terms of Graham Dorrans coming back to form. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, it's fantastic to see Graham back. He's been away for I think 5.5 months now, and it's brilliant to see him back in. He had a fantastic season in the Championship. He was by far Albion's best player. Last season he didn't really get his chance to perform in the Premier League. Injuries, an ankle injury thwarted most of his progress towards the back end. Roy Hodgson hasn't really seen much of him, and a lot was expected of him, but he sort of struggled to adapt to Premier League life at the start of the season. But he was showing glimpses of the type of player he was. You mentioned Boaz Myhill there. Yeah, obviously he made his error in the first game, which was a shame, and he's got a point to prove, because at the moment he's the only senior goalkeeper Albion have got.
And what's the latest on Reading's Shane Long?
Well, Roy Hodgson is a keen admirer of Shane Long. He had a fantastic season last year, got 25 goals in all competitions. He's really starting to improve as a player. I'm told that Albion are not prepared to spend that sort of money on him. Reading want 8 to 10 million, which is a hell of a lot of money, considering the likes of Kevin Doyle went for 6.5 million, and he was a lot more proven than Shane Long is at the moment. I think if Reading lower their estimation, then Albion will be willing to do business. There's other teams that are interested. The likes of Newcastle and Everton have shown an interest. Celtic have recently been priced out of a move because they feel that they can't afford that type of money. But the Baggies are up there. They really want him, and maybe at the end of the week, we might know a little bit more.
Okay, Greg. Well, thanks for your thoughts today. We'll be catching up again with you soon. And thank you for watching. We'll be back in next week with more Baggies View.